Hello, welcome to MTG Pro Tutor. I'm Sean Pennard, your host, and today we're going to open this M15 booster pack and evaluate the cards inside. Let's dive on in and see what we get. M15 is winding down, so I'm excited for Cards of Tarkir, but sad to see M15 go. Let's take out the token and the land, and our rare is Preeminent Captain. Alright, it's been a while since I've seen this guy, so he's great in well, you know, in your white aggressive deck, because what he does, he has first strike, so that's nice. And then, when Preeminent Captain attacks, you may put a soldier creature card from your hand onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking. So the question is, how many other soldier cards are in M15? Well, none really come to mind. None really big ones come up to mind, which is a bummer, because he's really good. I think he's still worth playing, even if you can't, combo off of him too much. He does have first strike, so 2/2 first strike is pretty dang good. I think it's neat that the token in this pack was a soldier, even though soldier tokens are never in your hand. So, anyways, let's see what else we have here. Nimbus of the Isles is a good card. A 3/3 flying for 5 mana. It's not bad. If you're blue, you're happy to have another evasive creature. Foundry Street Denizen is a really good development card. It's great in the early game. You like playing it on turn 1 and then popping off a few extra creatures on turn 2 and 3 and getting in some extra damage. Late game, not so hot. Heliod's Pilgrim is fantastic if you have something worth getting, like a Spectral Ward. Other than that, there's not too many enchantments that are worth going to get. So, unless I already have an enchantment, I don't really take Heliod's Pilgrim that high because she's a 1/2 for 3 mana. Frostlinks is definitely playable. It's a 2/2 for 3, and when it comes into the battlefield, you can tap target creature an opponent controls, and then that creature stays tapped for the next turn. Vine Wept is terrible. It gives your creature +1/+1 for 1 mana, and you pay 5 mana to get it back. I've never played with it and have not felt the loss. Shadowcloak Vampire is a vampire, a 4/3 vampire for 5 mana. You pay 2 life to give it flying. So, I mean, it could fit in your black deck, but I don't know. There's other things that you can do for 5 mana, I feel. Radiant Fountain, unless you have like one color, unless you're monocolor, it's not that good of a pick because you don't want to mess up your mana. You don't want to mess up your mana ratio. Your base is too important to screw up for something like just 2 life. Satyr Wayfinder I've come to like more and more. Helps you hit your land. It's a 1/1 for 2 mana, but what it does is you reveal 4 cards, get a land, the rest go in your graveyard. Whoops. So Evolving Wilds, if you are playing 2 colors and both colors have a double mana symbol, you're definitely going to want Evolving Wilds. Okay, I definitely wish that I had one a couple games ago when I was mostly blue, but had I'm mostly green, but had a few white cards, but my white cards had double mana symbols like Devouring Light. Devouring Light. And a couple games I just could not get the Devouring Light down because I only had 1 white and no white creatures, and it was just tough. So Evolving Wilds, if you are in 2 colors and both colors have double mana symbols, then you want at least one, probably one, Evolving Wilds. Okay, Elvish Mystic is great. It's the best green common, I think. The upside on getting it on turn 1 is so good that it outweighs the downside of drawing it late game. Venom Sliver, very good. So this is, it's not very good. It's good. A 1/1 with Death Touch for 2 mana, and other slivers you control have Death Touch. Wow, Feral Incarnation. This is good. This is great in the green-white token deck because you can get out a bunch of tokens and then pump out Feral Incarnation. The way it works is you get 3 green beast creature tokens for 9 mana, but it does have Convoke. Alright, and Constricting Sliver. So, for 6 mana, you get a 3/3 that exiles a creature when it enters the battlefield. So, what's really cool is other slivers have that same ability. What I like is, in my green-white deck, I had Constricting Sliver and I had Venom Sliver. And so, quite a few times, I was able to play Constricting Sliver first, and then play Venom Sliver after that, being able to exile 2 creatures. So that was really nice. If you have a Constricting Sliver and a Sliver Hive comes along, then that's when it's worth picking up a Sliver Hive. I almost said a Hiver's Live. That's when it's worth picking up a Sliver Hive, because Sliver Hive lets you pay 5 and tap and get a 1/1 Sliver, and when it enters the battlefield, if you have Constricting Sliver out, then you'll gain that ability, meaning that for 5 mana you can exile creatures, and that's very powerful. I think in this pack, because of the options here, I'm going to take Constricting Sliver first, and really I'm kind of hoping that the Venom Sliver comes back around and I can pick that one up as well. There were a lot of good green cards here, so the Elvish Mystic will probably be gone, the Satyr Wayfinder will probably be gone. I don't know, by the time it comes back around, Feral Incarnation is good. Venom Sliver is good if you have a Constricting Sliver, so hopefully that'll come back. Elvish Mystic is great, so it'll probably be gone. Frostlinks is good. Yeah, so I'll take Constricting Sliver first in this pack. If this wasn't here, I would probably take probably the Preeminent Captain. That's probably the second best card, honestly. And then after that, we'd be digging down into the Elvish Mystic. Will probably be third. Or Nimbus of the Isles will probably be third. Frostlinks, somewhere in there. So, alright, so there you have it. Constricting Sliver, first pick in this pack. Hope you learned something, and yeah, use this information to get out there and win more drafts. I'm Sean Penrod, and we'll see you in the next pack.